Hey everyone, Reese here, and welcome to another Ramble video. I bet you thought I'd forgotten about this second channel, didn't you? Well, I haven't. And today I've got an interesting thing to talk about. Not good news necessarily, but something I wanted to show you related to the storms that we've been having in the UK today. So I thought, as I have this Rode vlogger kit now, I would actually use it and do some vlogging. So yeah, there we go. So if you remember a previous Ramble video that I posted back a couple of months ago, I mentioned that I had builders in. I think it was actually the first one that I did. And I mentioned that there'd been a bit of a catastrophe overnight, and some of the roof panels had basically blown off my conservatory slash lean-to slash whatever you want to call it that's attached to the side of our house. And guess what? It's happened again. But I thought, as I have this filming set up now, we would actually go out and take a look. So let's go. It also means that you get to have a look at some of my house as well, which is nice. So this is a 1955 ex-council house, 3-bedroom, which we bought 10 years ago in a pretty sorry state of repair, and I've been renovating it ever since. We're pretty much there with it. This outside bit's pretty much the last bit, so let's pop outside and take a look. So that's our front door, and as you can see, first thing you probably notice is this daylight, and if I swing the camera around a bit more, you'll see that yeah, it's not all supposed to be like that. There's these polycarbonate sheets up here, but there's a couple missing, and they were definitely there yesterday. So let me just switch to the front facing camera. Hello. That's Tiff the cat. Say hello, Tiff. So these are the panels, and just for a sense of scale, these are 5 meters long. These are the two longest ones, which is what, about 15 feet. And they were banging and wobbling around all night, and then got to about 5 o'clock in the morning, and we just about managed to get to sleep, and we were both woken by an almighty explosion again, just like a couple of months ago. And the panels basically flew straight up over the garage roof and landed in our neighbour's garden. Now, as far as I know, she's not aware at all. I don't think we woke her up somehow. She's quite old. It's done some damage. It's actually broken the locking strips that hold them in place, so we need some new ones of those. And I think the root cause of the problem is with these beams. So this was all built about a year ago. And as you can see, I've started actually tying these together. Well, I've actually got the builders to start doing this. And I think what's happened is basically as these beams are kind of getting older and getting weathered, they're starting to kind of warp a bit. And as they twist away, they pull the panels out of the locking strips on the top. And the panels actually pop out. You can see one here that's popped out. Well, it's firmly wedged in place, but that's not supposed to be like that. And yeah, then the wind blows in through the doorway and gets underneath them, and they just end up flying straight up in the air and going on a bit of an aerial adventure. So these are the glazing panels for the bifold door that's going in. That arrived last week, and then it was sent away again pretty much immediately because they'd put it together wrong and it actually opened the wrong way. So that's due to arrive tomorrow, and that's also being fitted tomorrow as well, which is good. That should solve the problem, and obviously while the builders are here, they're going to put my panels back in as well. So yeah, so that's just my garage there. In fact, let's pop out the back and just take a look at the garden so you can see it all in context. So this is the patio that I've been laying here. I did this bit a couple of years ago, and we've recently added this bit. I've got some raised beds that I put in. I've got the beehive over there, and later on in the year I will be taking a closer look at the beehive. I may even do a beekeeping video. But yeah, so this is the construction in question. So went for anthracite window, going to have an anthracite bifold door on there as well. It just makes it quite a nice space for, you know, when you have barbecues and stuff in the summer, and you can kind of retreat into here in the evenings. And also it's quite handy for like DIY jobs and potting plants and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, bit of a minor setback, but to be honest, when I put it back together last time, it took all of about half an hour just to put the panels back in. I'm not going to do it today because it's still quite windy, and like I say, I've got the builders coming tomorrow anyway. But yeah, so there we go. I just thought I would show you what this is all about. So I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover in this video. It's also a good test of the dead cat / dead hamster thing on the Rode Video Micro microphone as well, so it'd be interesting to see how that sounds. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out the main channel, Control Alt Reese, and yeah, cheers. See ya.